steal anybody's thunder. I'm not stealing it. I think she looks great in a bikini. I'm not saying I don't look good though. I was comfortable shooting that sequence because, I mean, it's my back. It's my back. In fact, it was my day in a swimsuit. Okay, baby, you know, you try and do this or you try and do this. He's very good. Sanjay as well, he's got a great sense of humor. He imitates people brilliantly. I'm very new to this business, so I haven't got too many people in my ear at the moment. I think Madhuri's a brilliant dancer. I think she's beautiful. I think Hrithik Roshan's been a fantastic dancer. Okay, kya kuch kehna hai? I think just over time, with hard work, and just you hope you get lucky enough to be able to showcase a wide range of work. Hi, this is Lisa Haydon, and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, we have with us supermodel Lisa Haydon, who will be seen next in Rascals. Wonderful to have you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
We had interviewed Lisa before the release of Aisha, and I did not know about her exploits in the ad world at that point of time. But when I came to know later, and also I was quite supermodel and stuff like that.
Stop.
So, seriously. All right, so Rascals, you're making a lot of dhamal these days.
Thank you.
All the promotion,
really?
and also you're enjoying yourself?
Yeah, very much so. This is my second film, and it's been a thrill to work with everyone. And the response has been fantastic as well. People are liking Shake It Saya, so. Shake it Saya, main naach sharabi raiya, ho chal pare bhi gaya, haan paas tu mere aa zara.
So how substantial is your role in the film, in fact?
It is a substantial role. My initial, when I first met David Sir, I thought it was just going to be the song because that was what he talked about the most. But in fact, I've shot a lot for the movie actually before we shot Shake It Saya.
But one thing which I'm sure that everyone must be asking you, Kangna Ranaut is not promoting the film at all, and you are just stealing all the thunder and stuff like that.
I'm not stealing it.
She's nowhere to be seen, and you are seen everywhere in all the promotions. Music launch and everywhere.
I would have promoted the film anyway, I think, and yeah, I'm not here to steal anybody's thunder.
But you know, two actresses part of promotions and only one actress part of promotions, and getting all the goody questions and attention of big stars like Sanjay Dutt and Ajay Devgan, that must be fun, in fact.
I've really enjoyed the promotions, you know. This is only the second film I'm doing, so it takes a bit of getting used to, but it is nice, and they're very nice to work with. They make you feel comfortable, and I'm not here to steal anyone's thunder, like I said.
When you see Kangna Ranaut, even she is there in a bikini in the film, you've had I think, quite a glamorous avatar in the film as well. So if you have to objectively just look at it, so who do you think is better?
I think she looks great in a bikini.
And when you just evaluate yourself?
I don't look at myself and say, wow, I'm looking so good. That's not something that I do by nature to myself. So I can definitely appreciate her look in the film.
Okay, like all humility.
I'm not saying I don't look good though.
I think, yeah, because humility and all. Okay, all right.
Swag it out. We need all the bad ladies to the floor.
One more thing which has been spoken about is your bareback look, which I think is almost everywhere and everyone is talking about it as well. So how comfortable were you shooting for those sequences?
I was comfortable shooting that sequence because, I mean, it's my back. It's my back.
Now shake it, shake it, now shake it, shake it.
I've worn a Gagra choli before, you know, my back has been seen before. And if you're talking about on set, usually when you're doing, you know, either a swimsuit scene or whatever sort of scene it may be, a lot of care is taken that, you know, it's just the cameraman, right lighting people and all that sort of thing. So sure. I did feel comfortable with it. I felt very comfortable with that scene. And David Sir also takes every precaution to make sure his actresses feel comfortable on set. So it was good.
Shooting experience, I think Bangkok, most of the stuff, Bangkok and Pattaya, you guys have shot most of the stuff?
Bangkok and Pattaya mainly, and Shake It Saya was shot in Bombay. The shooting experience was fantastic. I have to acknowledge that at this stage in my career, to be working with two actors that are so much more senior than me and there's so much to learn from them has been an amazing experience. I wouldn't trade that for anything. And to be working with a director like David Sir, who's, you know, so hands-on and he gives you so much attention, it was fantastic.
What sort of conversations did you have with Kangna, in fact? Did you interact with her while shooting?
I shot with her one day. It was a scene when we were in Bangkok by a poolside. In fact, it was my day in a swimsuit. And that was the only day I had the privilege of shooting with her. Unfortunately, again, we weren't required to share any more screen space except for that one scene. Yeah. And I chatted with her for about half an hour over lunch, and she was nice enough, as two young girls would meet.
But have you heard stories about the fact that when two co-actresses, they're working on a film or something, strange sort of things happen? What clothes is she wearing and what camera angles are they just taking of hers and those kind of things? There have been reports which have come and when two actresses are working together. You know, Karan Johar has said that no two actresses can ever be friends. And this is a general perception. Actresses amongst themselves, they can never be friends.
I don't know. See, I can't comment on that because I haven't been in the industry too long to have, you know, to be an authority on that subject. I'm yet to make an actress friend in the industry, but so I don't really know. But I was certainly on that one day was not checking her camera angles. I don't really know too much about the camera, so from my side there wasn't any of that. But I have heard such stories. I've heard such things do happen.
We were talking about backbiting, gossiping, and stuff like that.
Juicy stuff.
Do you indulge in that? Like who's doing what, and do you have your sources and those kind of that just find out from me and stuff like that?
Yeah, of course, because it's just going to go like all over the world on the internet. I don't have too many sources, you see. I'm very new to this business, so I haven't got too many people in my ear at the moment. Quite frankly, I don't know if I would like to have all of that around me or have people telling me what someone else is up to, because I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, don't want to get involved in that. Do you know? If you start getting involved in that, then it's just an endless cycle of wondering what somebody else is doing, comparing yourself. I'm not naturally that kind of a person, so I'm quite happy just minding my own business.
Tell us what exactly is something that you really like. I believe you like dancing a lot.
I love to dance, yes.
You're a trained dancer?
I have been a trained dancer. I've trained in ballet, a bit of salsa, jazz, hip-hop, even classical Indian as well.
Okay.
A little bit of everything.
Okay, so we've already seen it in Shake It Saiyan. And even the Rascals, the title track as well, there are certain scenes where you're dancing and all.
Hey, Rascal, you naughty boy.
Yeah, that's me.
I love you,
I know, girl.
Rascal.
Uh-huh.
Show me a big, big muscle.
Who are your inspirations in dancing, in Bollywood, if you have to just tell us a few names or something?
I think Madhuri's a brilliant dancer. I think she's beautiful. I think Hrithik Roshan's been a fantastic dancer.
You want to work with him? I read somewhere that you want to work with him.
I always wanted to dance with him.
You've done one commercial with him.
I did get the opportunity to shoot a commercial with him, and that commercial required us to dance together, so that was a dream come true. I think he's fantastic. I think Shahid Kapoor is a really good dancer as well.
Apart from that, in terms of movies, your father is an Indian, but your mother is an Australian. Sure. You've lived most of your life in Australia. If you have to analyze Hindi movies, what sort of films have really appealed to you? And because there's a very interesting phase that we're having right now when a lot of new roles are being written for actors and actresses. Like Zindagi Nahi Milegi Dobara, what Katrina did. She's playing an instructor and she's a European and stuff like that. Even in Mere Brother Ki Dulhan, the kind of role that she had. That is something which is developing quite regularly in Bollywood these days. What is your perception about film industry and the films that you like?
One of the most impactful films I found was Omkara. I really enjoyed that film, and still till date I think it's one of my favorite Bollywood movies. I think that Bollywood is going through an interesting time because these sorts of roles are opening up for people, and I think that those stories also need to be told because I think Indians across the globe and people across the globe are becoming so interested in Bollywood, and you know, with globalization and everything is opening up. You know, films like Do Bigat are getting made, films like Shaitan, all that kind of stuff. People are becoming much more accepting and much more curious, and the market is also, it's growing so much and there's so much out there that I think it's a great time to be entering the industry.
Okay, and what about your accent and all? Do you think that, are you working on your Hindi? Or do you
Yes.
think that, you are?
Yes.
Can you speak some Hindi for us?
Okay, kya kuch kehna hai?
मुझे कुछ कहना है.
मुझे कुछ कहना है.
I think it's pretty good, in fact.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pretty fluent, in fact. Anything else? Maybe you can sing a song. You were singing a song for us before.
No, I will not sing a song for you. I will not sing a song or tell you a poem or dance.
But why?
Just.
Acha, one of these three. Sing a song, tell a poem, or maybe
Only if you
dance.
sing with me.
Okay, I can sing. Which song do you want to sing, in fact?
Let's sing Shake It Saya.
But I wouldn't be knowing the lyrics and all. Gal mitti mitti bol. I think that should be good.
No, please don't make me sing that song.
You know, the best part will be dancing, considering you're such a good dancer.
Okay, I'll dance to you at the end of this.
Fantastic, fantastic. So we'll have to wait for that. What are your future plans? What are you doing next after this?
My future plans, I would really love in the future to work with incredible directors and do roles that would help me grow as an actor. I think that's something that I really look forward to. And just to carry on doing the best work I possibly can.
Which are the directors that you like to work with?
I'd love to work with Debarka Banerjee. I think he's an incredible director. Anurag Kashyap. I mean, there's so many of them. It was actually a dream to work with David Sir as well because I've known his name since, you know, I was a child and watching films. So I feel very honored that I got to work with him. I just want to work with directors that, you know, can help me to grow and give me roles that do me justice.
You're doing like a Rascals, which is a David Dhawan film. Actresses primarily in a David Dhawan films, they are more for song and dance and the glamour quotient and stuff like that. And that's exactly what you're doing in Rascals as well. Do you feel that because Bollywood, the stereotyping happens quite regularly, do you somewhat feel that maybe for your future roles that are approached to you, you will be approached for maybe an item song or maybe the glamour quotient and stuff like that?
You can't stop that from happening.
These directors that you've named, they're serious directors.
Sure they are. I want to work with a very wide range of directors. You know what, that is something that could potentially happen and I can't stop people from offering me item numbers after this or for expecting to see me in a glamorous light. That will only happen over time or if I get a role that, you know, shows a different side of me or I make that communication myself. You can't blame the audience for, you know, assuming these things about you. And also I think coming from a modeling background, I've been here for 4 years modeling. People have a certain glamorous perception of me because I'm always seen in, you know, beautiful clothes and fashionable glossies and all that kind of stuff. Right. So I think just over time with hard work and just you hope you get lucky enough to be able to showcase a wide range of
talking about item songs, the thing is it will be foolish not to take up item songs if they come your way. Because many of the top actresses, they are not offered item songs because item song is one item song and your life is set.
Really?
Seriously. You get one Sheila and you can do the amazing number of shows and you don't need to do movies after that. So,
but that's if you want to be an item girl. If you actually want to act for the love of acting, then, I mean, I don't know if being an item girl itself would be satisfying. I think it's a great thing to have in your kitty. It's a great feather in your hat. And I feel very proud to have been offered this song because I genuinely love the song. And I think it's a really, really good track. But, I mean, your life being made, sure, if you want to go around doing shows and stuff, which is a great thing to do, and it's fantastic to be an entertainer in that way. But if you want to grow in the future, then, you know, I don't think I'd only want to do item numbers.
Which are the sort of roles that you've seen in recent times that you feel that maybe you'd want to do those roles, those films, those characters?
I did like Katrina's role in Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. I thought that was a good role. I liked that role a lot. I liked Kalki and the Girl in Yellow Boots as well. I just like that whole sort of genre of realistic sort of cinema.
She was very good in that, yeah.
She was very good in that. I also liked Dobigat. I liked that character as well. I liked Monica Dogra's role as well in that. Other roles I'd like to play, I mean, there's so many. I want to do something in action. I would love to do an action film.
Okay, like a Charlie's Angels and all.
I would love to do something Charlie's Angels-esque. That would be fantastic.
Ad campaigns that you've done a whole sort of Lakme, Aquafina, Priya Gold, Blenders Pride, Garden, Bajaj, Hyundai, Rana Gill, Parachute Hair, Lux. That must have been fun, in fact. These are all, I think, prime ads that you've done so far.
I have. I've been blessed to do really good ads and work with fantastic filmmakers in the commercial world. I didn't expect that, you know, so many wonderful things would happen to me, and I just guess I got lucky enough for all of this to happen. I really enjoyed my modeling phase as well.
How's the experience of ramp walking? Do you enjoy that?
You know what, at first it was incredibly unnerving because you're on stage and you're the only person there and there's all these lights on you and people are staring at you. Maybe you wouldn't believe it if I told you this, but I actually have stage fright. So it took a while to get used to. It took me about 6 or 8 months to actually, you know, sort of feel excited about being on the ramp. You know, some models say being on the ramp is like exhilarating and it gives them that rush of blood, you know, rush of blood to the head and all of that kind of thing. But for me, it took me a long time to actually enjoy it in that way. It was something that I had to do as a model to be part of that fashionable world. Like, I always loved fashion. I had to get used to being on stage. It didn't just come, it didn't come naturally to me.
So what is fashionable for you in terms of?
It's about dressing in a certain way. Like, I want you to believe something about me, so I'll dress in a certain way. Does that make sense? It's about expressing the way that your personality is, putting things together with your point of view, being creative, playing around, and just, you know, being expressive.
We saw this movie, Fashion, and all this debate about the showstopper and stuff like that. As a model, and I think a very successful model, do you have those things कि यार मुझे कोई showstopper ही होना है? Those things they don't happen?
No.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है?
No. In fact, all of that used to make me nervous. If I was opening or closing a show, I would feel nervous because you'd feel the responsibility of, you know, doing justice to that moment, you know, because it's actually an important moment. Of course, I would aspire to. I always aspire to be the best at what I do, but. All of that, you know, I'm not someone that goes clamoring for attention. It's not in my nature to be that. Attention makes me a bit nervous.
Finally, if you have to sum up Rascals in a sentence, if you have to describe Rascals in a sentence or few words, how do you do that?
It's a hilarious, all-out comedy. You must go and watch it. It releases on the 6th of October.
Fantastic, perfect advertisement.
Shake it, sayya, main naach sharabi rahiya, ho jaal pare bhi gaya, haan paas tu mere aa zara.
That was Lisa Haydon talking about a film Rascals that is post Aisha. She's also spoken about her likes and dislikes in cinema, likes primarily, and she's also spoken about the modeling world. That's all from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.